What is going on, you guys? MissedThePart here, back again with another video, and in today's video we are returning to the original roots of the channel where we are talking about speculation, ideas, and a lot of theories regarding Marvel's Spider-Man 2, not Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now, there was an idea that I had and that I wanted to see, and that was Ultimate Green Goblin and Classic Green Goblin in Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Now, I did make a video a long time ago regarding Green Goblin and what I kind of like thought of the character and how I wanted it to be done, but I would love to see like Miles Morales and Spider-Man somehow team up to fight Green Goblin, maybe either at Oscorp, or it would be so cool if they ended up doing it in a kind of like underwater or underground facility, because the kind of thing that I would love to see in the boss fight of Marvel's Spider-Man 2, like you fight Green Goblin, so what actually would be happening here, and this is all ideas and speculation here. What would be happening is maybe you go underground and like you're fighting like a bunch of like maybe like Osborn thugs, or you're doing something, a bunch of people are getting killed or getting like severely beaten the crap out of, and you're finally going underground, and then all of a sudden, you know, you see like Green Goblin, and it's kind of like that 90s cartoon like base kind of thing where he ended up having this weird like waterfront area where it was underwater, so you kind of have it like that, and you actually fight Green Goblin. So like maybe he sees like Norman Osborn, you know, he's putting his equipment on, and all of a sudden he turns into the Green Goblin, and it would be so cool if we ended up having Miles Morales and Spider-Man fight the Green Goblin at the very last boss fight. We would have like Norman Osborn, maybe he would get severely beaten, and like the first part of the boss fight is like you have to fight him on his glider, and you have to do a bunch of certain things to get him off his glider. What could happen in the storyline is like Green Goblin could take maybe like more like Goblin serum, maybe he's like crawling towards his desk or whatever, and he's trying to get more of it, and he ends up getting more, and he turns into the Ultimate Green Goblin, and then all of a sudden the thing starts like an earthquake or something massive ends up happening, and it would just be phenomenal if we ended up having kind of like a monster rock boss fight near the ending battle where maybe Miles Morales gets severely damaged, so you have to pick up Miles Morales, and like you're running out of that underground facility, but like Ultimate Green Goblin is chasing you and throwing fireballs. Maybe the whole thing is cracking and there's rocks being like thrown, but it would just be amazing if we ended up having Spider-Man like run out of that underground area, and like you just see like Ultimate Green Goblin's chasing you, and like he's on fire, and just crazy stuff is happening. Like things like that is something that I would love to see, because I always thought like half and half of the Green Goblin would work perfectly in this video game. So 50-50 throughout the game I think would be cool, but like near the ending, like if you kind of want to recreate that like monster rock like scary boss fight, maybe you have the power go out in that like underground facility, and maybe things are not going well and Spider-Man has to pick up Miles and just barely make it out of there, and maybe you're doing like zip lining, maybe you have to do like web rush to get out of there, and it's just a lot of ideas that I ended up having for Green Goblin in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, because I do feel like if he becomes Green Goblin, there's so many opportunities that you could do with the character if you wanted to do 50-50, and I believe 50-50 would work out perfectly for that kind of storyline, because if we end up getting something new and maybe it's not fully like the symbiote storyline, I think it would be amazing to go down this route and to see like how that would happen, but to also recreate that boss fight but doing it a lot scarier would be very interesting. I'm excited for the game. I'm really excited, even though, you know, we're getting Miles Morales and it's not coming out for a long time. We barely have any details on it, and I was like, I still gotta talk about this. Like I gotta bring this to your guys' attention, because I just think Ultimate Green Goblin at that ending boss fight, if that ended up somehow happening, it would just be amazing if they ended up doing kind of like that. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about my theory and idea, and if you guys did enjoy this video and want to stay all up to date, do make sure to subscribe, like, share, and turn your notifications on so you and your friends are all up to date with the latest content. But anyways, as always, peace out.